Hare Krishna. Today our satsang is Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 4th chapter, 27th shloka, where Mata Devaki is saying that persons with the vision of differentiation are imbued with material qualities like lamentation, jubilation, fear, envy, greed, and illusion and madness. They are influenced by immediate cause and they are busy in counterreacting. They do not know the supreme cause, the supreme personality of Godhead. Dear devotees, Srimad Bhagavatam, we know the literature which describes the glories of Krishna, Krishna's Leela, pastimes. And in the 10th canto belongs to Krishna and his pastimes. So here Mata Devaki is the sister of Kamsa, and Kamsa getting fear of the getting killed by the 8th son of Mata Devaki, killed almost six sons, 7th being miscarriage, because Balramji was transferred to Rohini's womb, and 8th was Krishna. So Krishna was transferred to Mata Yashoda residence, and Mata Yashoda given birth to a baby which was brought here by Vasudevji. And when Kamsa wanted to kill the 8th baby, he thought it is baby, so he picked her in his hand and tried to dash to the wall. But because she is the embodied of internal potency, external energy also, Krishna, the Sakti, Ma Durga, Yogamaya. So she slipped from the hands of Kamsa and she disappeared, warning to Kamsa that your killer is already born and he is elsewhere. So Kamsa deeply regretted for his activity because he was under impression that 8th birth will be of son. But unfortunately he saw that there was a baby. So he felt that divine voice also lies. And he scolded himself being so cruel to his sister. At that time, Mata Devaki, consoling Kamsa, said these words. She said, we see only the causes. We see the cause. We see the reason. But we don't know the cause of cause. And all illusion living entities, this material world, are busy in countering the causes. And in encountering the causes, we forget the Supreme Lord Krishna. That is the misfortune. Because Krishna is the cause of all causes. Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchitananda Vigra, Anadirad Govinda Sarva Karana Karana, means he is cause of all causes. He is the remote cause. So if one remembers Krishna while seeing the cause, then there is no need for him to encounter the causes, because the cause will not have any effect on him if he knows Krishna when the cause have effect on him, because cause and effect are both Krishna. From Krishna everything originates, and from Krishna everything disappears. He himself has become this cosmos, he himself transferred as a Paramatma, internally and externally as unmanifested material nature. So all variegated forms of materialism are nothing but Krishna. Then what is not Krishna here? Krishna is not the impressions of the mind which you have gathered because of your ego. I will quote an example here. Suppose a child is getting fed milk by mother. Now you see the position of the child. Child is in the arms of the mother. Child has come from the mother. So mother itself is the child. The tattva element is the same. And child is maintained by the mother. Both are in one sense one. But that child, while sucking the milk, is dreaming. And in dreaming, he is assuming so many identification of himself. He is becoming king in the dream. Sometimes he is becoming beggar. That all is the dream. And that dream is not the mother. That is created by the son himself. In the same manner, Lord Sri Krishna created the world. We are in the arms of Krishna, in the protection of Krishna. We are maintained by Krishna. But the impressions of the mind that we have gathered, that are like dreams, material dreams, are not Krishna. And all our sufferings are because of the impressions, because of the thoughts. Thoughts create sufferings. That is the equation. So when you understand, then you come to know the futility of impressions. They are just the mere dreams. Impressions are not truthful. That had been gathered by you, reserved by you in the shape of memory. And you are living in the memory, you are living in a dream. You don't know that you are in the arms of Mother. In the same way, we are all at the shelter of Krishna at his lotus feet. But we are dreaming material life distinct from Krishna. There the link is disturbed. So child in the arms of mother is sucking milk. He belongs to mother, dependent on mother, of mother, but that dream is distinct. That is not with the mother. You are not related with the child, factually. In the same manner, this materialism, life, is not related to Krishna. It relates to mind. And mind is exhibiting you all the variegated varieties of materialism. And you are so absorbed in it. You are only seeing the cause. And you are encountering the cause. That is your life. And while encountering, if you are successful, you are feeling very happy. And while encountering you are unsuccessful, you are miserable, sorrowful. So these two states of mind are experienced by material bodies while they are living material lives. But, my dear devotees, when you come to know that this materialism and the impressions of the material in your mind have nothing to do with Krishna, that are like dream. It is the night dream what you see, it is the daydream what you see. That with the folded eyes and these are with the open eyes. That is the only difference. But when death comes to you, you realize, you are totally distinct from this body. Because the body perishes, you not. That is the only one gate where you experience freedom from these impressions, mind. So, what I mean to say so long is, don't see the cause. See cause of cause, God in every activity of your life, and in every moment be thankful to His grace. Then only you will be freed from cause and effect. Otherwise, you are always circled by cause and effect, which will give the two effects, joy and sorrow. Sometimes you are elated, sometimes you are despondent. So that is not the life. Your original life is spiritualism. All materialism is mere dream. You see, just you remind your past, it appears like dream. It has happened. It is not in your hands now. Everything in the materialism is constantly changing. Now, don't be succumbed to this change, because you are still. You are one, you are unmoved, you are unaffected even. It is only your ignorance which makes you feel that you are body. If you come in knowledge, you will see that you are distinct from body. And if you come to this, you will start remembering Krishna all the time. And then nothing will affect you. And with the mercy of Krishna, you will get total liberation from this cycle of birth and death. And you will get a body which will not be subjected to change, that is birth and death, diseases. So do it. Thank you and Hare Krishna.